Big exciting news to start your afternoons as your $1,400 third stimulus check may land March 24th, March 25th, March 26th, and March 27th by direct deposit, direct express, and or U.S. mail. A major development that unfolded today while I was live on the air is no less than several hundreds of viewers of this channel have now seen an update from either Direct Express card, their banks, or the IRS tool now showing stimulus checks will land March 24th to 27th. This is breaking details only on LALATE, and I have it for you right now as Afternoons LALATE continues. In spring of 2020, we learned on this channel how we educate ourselves about situations when a lot of things are happening to a lot of people. We learned it with EIDL in April when this channel launched. I fixed people's situations from EIDL because I saw reoccurring trends and repeated it, and we realized that's how you get to the finish line. Now we see the finish line for the $1,400 third stimulus check. As suddenly everything has changed in the last few hours today. This is the latest update today on Saturday at about 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I have it for you right now. But first, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. I don't want you to miss a single video of today. I'm next with you at Evenings LA at 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock on the East Coast. That's 5 o'clock West Coast time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Also, like this video because this is going to hopefully be a very informative video for you to give you the latest update. Here is the latest update. Your stimulus check, your $1,400 third stimulus check, is likely to land between March 24th and March 27th. Why do we know that? Because viewers suddenly have these dates appearing everywhere from different tools and for different types of people. Let me explain how this day unfolded. Late last night, Friday night, I started receiving private messages from viewers on social media, Twitter and Instagram, in which viewers said, I suddenly am getting alerts of a stimulus check landing March 24th. This was the reoccurring message I would get, that I'm a Direct Express card user, and I now got alert from Direct Express card that my stimulus check is arriving March 24th, and I know it's the stimulus check because it's not my benefits check. That comes a different time of the month. That message kept on coming and coming and coming between Friday night and Saturday morning. Direct Express, March 24th. Then I had other viewers getting the same message as well, March 24th for private banks. You know, anything from a big bank to a commercial to a credit union. They were getting the March 24th date as well. Then I had other viewers sending private messages saying, I just got an IRS track my stimulus check tool result that says paper check March 27th. So a lot of this March 27th paper check stuff. So I went on live with you throughout the day, starting with mornings, then noontime. But around noontime, everything started to hit again. If you see this trend, it's happened before, where the big changes are the middle of the day, which on my side is 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. On the East Coast, it's 1 in the afternoon. Suddenly, I was telling viewers what I just told you about these private messages, and viewers were going to check things while I was on air. And it started popping like popcorn, like kernels on the frying pan popping. Oh my God. March 24th. Oh my God, now I have March 26th. Oh my God, now I have March 27th. One after another, after another, after another. And let me tell you where they were seeing it. They were seeing Direct Express card now showing March 24th. They were seeing their private banks now showing March 26th. They were seeing over and over again IRS tool showing March 24th to March 27th. Now about that IRS tool, this is where things get really interesting. The IRS tool for viewers had previously either said no information or had said March 17th and they hadn't gotten it. For those for those viewers, it had changed from those two permutations to now March 24th to March 27th. And it gets even more fascinating than that. It was now showing predominantly March 26th mail for viewers who are expecting direct deposit, even viewers who are expecting direct deposit by direct express card. This was huge. Suddenly, viewers who had checked IRS Tool in the morning had seen a change from no information at the 7th or March 17th to now March 24 to March 27th. In a second, I'm going to go live into your chat with you and answer some of your incredible questions about what you're seeing. For example, Angela just said, I don't see anything yet. But that was what was happening this morning on a Saturday, middle of the day, middle of a Saturday day. Now, let's be frank, banks are closed on Sunday, but IRS programmers may not. IRS programmers may be doing program updates, and those updates may post tomorrow. So yes, stay with me Sunday, because IRS may be updating their programming systems, and maybe their computer systems are doing a massive update, and it's taking a little bit of time to filter through for a lot of people. Remember, IRS is not a bank, and what you're getting from the IRS Track My Stimulus tool is a database result, not a banking result. Very fascinating. But first, let me go over the banks that have paid money to viewers this channel since last Wednesday. Citizens Bank, PNG, Bancorp, Chime, PayPal, NetSpend, Green Dot, People's United Bank, US Bank, PNC, Capital One Bank, also Union Bank, USAA, MetaBank, MX Bluebird, Navy Federal, Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank America, Emerald Green Card from H&R Block, and TurboTax Card. And there you go. What a shocking day. If you're just trying to digest all this, let me go over this again. If you bank at a big bank and have yet to see anything, go check your big bank again. Also check your IRS tool, and also check the mailbox. Because some viewers who got these results today that says coming the 24th actually saw it in the mailbox today. Yes, that's number one. Number two, if you're on SSI and SSDI, it's the same situation for you as well. Finally, if you use Direct Express card, you need to watch that like a hawk, because some viewers are now getting that alert that's the 24th, and then other viewers are getting the alert, nope, it ain't coming on the card. It's coming in the mail. My goodness gracious. Let's jump into the live chat. Brian, I am concerned if it comes by mail, because I do not have a mailing address, which what I do is when I'm behind on my bills. Yeah, I'm concerned about mail. I've always been concerned about mail, because mail is where people may get a stimulus check and throw it away. It's a lot of stuff across the board. Crump Family Values. Are you including Bank America? I'm including everyone. Everyone is getting these messages. Nanette, TD Bank. Thank you, Nanette. How would they, let me see some more of the questions. Direct Express cardholders will receive their stimulus March 24th, according to Direct Express's website and IRS's tracking tool, says Victor. So thank you, Victor, for the comment. Now, I'll add to this, though. I have a lot of viewers who are on Direct Express who are getting alerts. It's not coming on the card. It's coming in the mail on March 26th. So watch the card and watch the mail. I have a lot of viewers on Direct Express that are getting alerts. It's coming in the mail. There you go. Let me see what else. Nothing from NetSpend, says Olivia. I have had some viewers get from NetSpend, but give it a little bit of time. Let me see some of the other comments. Chase Bank, says Trina, nothing yet. So give it a little bit of time. We've had viewers get from Chase since March 17th. Tina, Bancorp, and I got mine the day it was released. Thank you, Tina. So yes, Chime, which is Bancorp, was the first to pay out on the day it was released. Thank you for your update, Tina. Okabo, I'm on Direct Express. Mine is not pending on the 24th. It's telling me multiple weeks. So let me go over that message for Okapo right now. This is what I want you to understand, is that if you're on a website of a bank, just sort of the front of a website of a bank, and has a general message, or you've called up a bank in general and it has a voicemail recording, that is not up-to-date information. It's very unupdated information. It is a recording and a website post that has been there since the 17th to the 15th of this month. Almost 5-6 days old. It is not up-to-date information. The information you have updated today is this recording, the results of viewers, the IRS tracking tool, and any alert you're getting from your bank. If you go to a website and it has something on the front of the website, or you call into a bank and you see a voicemail recording, that's not updated information. Should not rely upon it. It's not accurate information. It's not updated. Let me see some other great comments. I'm at National Bank. No check yet, says Randall. Thank you for your comment, Randall. There is Andrew, Bancorp, but haven't gotten anything. Wow. So give it a little time. Stay positive. Let me see more of the comments. Tamia, mine said March 26th, mail to be mailed or in mailbox. So there you go. So Tamia is getting a March 26th in the mail result. Thank you for your comment. As I said at the top of the video, that is the most common date that I'm hearing today is March 26th in the mail. Let me see more of these comments. Anyone heard about it, the SSI and SSDI $200 a month? Not happening. It's not happening. Jim, thank you for your great comment. Jim, you want to get behind the reoccurring stimulus checks, Jim, because the reoccurring stimulus checks would pay $12,000 to $16,000, $18,000, a lot more than $2,400, and you would qualify for it. Everyone on SSI and SSDI would qualify for it. You shouldn't give up the fight for SSI and SSDI, but let's understand, reoccurring stimulus checks is 6 times the amount of $2,400, a lot more. Here is Monica, LA, envelope coming today, IRS out of Austin. Thank you for your big update. I appreciate that. Told my sister to hang in tight, may come in the mail next week, says Bruce. I appreciate that. Crystal, Navy Federal, nothing yet. Give it a little bit of time. I had one person get Navy Federal on Friday after someone got on Wednesday. So you see that it's just taking a little bit of time. There's Spirit Bride, Yvonne, IRS tracking is still not available. One viewer, I think it was Jenny, sent me a message about the IRS not available. There is a lot of literature online that talks about the way you're supposed to type in your address to track the stimulus check, and that if you abbreviate things, it will not recognize it. There are also other tools online that you can correct your address to the way the post office recognizes it. I don't know what's a great example to use for you, but let me use something like this. 100 North Main Street. And you may type in 100 N space Main space ST. And that's not how the post office recognizes a street. You may also type in your zip code the wrong way or the city. Sometimes people go by different names for the same cities. So if you want to check the official address that the bank recognizes, there's apps for that as well. But that might be why you're showing no bank information, no information for your stimulus check when you use the IRS tool. Not because the tool is down, but because it doesn't like the way you're typing the address. Heidi says, I've been abbreviating Avenue. So there you go. There's a lot of strange peculiarities about that tool. And that's one of the things you got to be careful about. There's Donna. What about people that haven't gotten their check on SSI and SSDI? It's the same for you as anyone else. It's the same for you as anyone else. This video recording is about everyone. It's about everyone. Whether you're on Direct Express card or not on Direct Express card, it's for everyone across the board. Thank you for your great comment. Let me see some of the other great comments. Why are people on Social Security not getting their stimulus check yet? Says Terry. Countless viewers not on Social Security benefits aren't getting their stimulus checks. I have people from a lot of different walks of life who have yet to get their stimulus check across the board. I'll have more about this in a second, but first, here is a little bit about the community page. Purple's coming back to this channel next week, but here first is a little bit about the community page. Stay with LA for more.
That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE.
And the excitement continues tonight as well as Evenings LALATE returns. Join me tonight as Evenings LALATE returns at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll have a lot of exciting news across the board, and understand that Evenings LALATE was taped shortly before the latest update that just happened. And that update I have for you right now. How are you? Good afternoon. Big update. If you're just joining me, here we are. The big update is that stimulus checks will be landing March 24th, March 25th, March 26th, March 27th by either direct deposit or by paper check, and it may be in paper check if you're not expecting it for paper check. Yes. The big update, if you're just joining me, more about that in a second, but first make sure you subscribe. I don't want you to miss anything that's happening. This is a big day with a lot of news, and I got to tell you, you want to have updated news, not old news. You want to know what's happening at the very moment, and ultimately as a family, we work together, and your information that you provide to me is information provided to other viewers, and together as a family, we learn about stuff, and we learn what the latest situation is. Also like this video. Let's try to do 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 likes. The big update is that people who use big banks, commercial banks, also Direct Express card, also the IRS Track My Stimulus tool, have now shown that they're getting alerts that the stimulus check will land March 24th to March 27th. Now, here are the surprises among that. First, they are getting alerts that it's not coming in their bank or their Direct Express card, but coming in the mail, says IRS's tool. That it's coming in the mail by March 26th is the most predominant date. That's the first surprise. Then, for people who are not on benefits are also getting the same alert. Additionally, some people are getting the alert that it will appear on the Direct Express card on March 24th. If this sounds like a lot of messiness, then this is the way I ask you to deal with the situation. Understand the 24th to the 27th are the dates that viewers are getting, hundreds of viewers are getting, as now results for tracking their stimulus check or alerts from their banks or alerts from their debit cards. And so what you should do is between now and the 27th, watch your bank and also watch the mail. What you also need to know is that if something says 24th, it may show up on the 20th. I've had viewers who had alerts from IRS saying it's going to show up in the bank account on the 24th, and it showed up in the mail today, the 20th. You don't want to miss it. You do not want to be throwing away a $1,400 stimulus check because you didn't check the mail. One of the viewers of this channel said, I'm deeply worried about the mail because that's one of the things that I don't have updated. Yeah, that's sort of one of those situations which I don't cover that much, but clearly you see a bad path. that if you are waiting for direct deposit because you don't like mail and you've changed addresses and you haven't updated addresses, yeah, that's not a good situation. It's not a good situation. But if you're at the same address you were for 2019 or 2020, that IRS knows where you are because of your recent benefit payments, that no address real change has really happened, and that your bank account information is still the same, you're good. Now, I certainly know in the middle of a pandemic, a lot of people moved. I know a lot of people moved during the middle of a pandemic. We had eviction moratoriums, we had eviction problems, so a lot of people may have moved and may have been dependent upon a direct deposit to occur. And when I'm telling you it's coming in the mail, you may say, oh no. But ultimately, this is where we are. What should you know? What you should know is that as of 5 o'clock on the East Coast, 2 o'clock on the West Coast, the IRS tool is still updating itself for countless viewers. It may continue to update itself all today, tomorrow as well. I think it will, because it's not a bank. It's a database, and they generally fix databases on the weekend. Back in the EIDL days of April and May last year, I had EIDL SBA updating stuff always on the weekends. Always on the weekends. In fact, their offices were open on the weekends. So the federal government does traditionally modify a lot of stuff on the weekends. So if you want to track your stuff, continue to watch it today. And tomorrow I'll be back live with you as well. And with that, let me jump into the live chat and see more of your incredible questions and comments to today's video. Let's see what people are saying right now. My Direct Express says I have 72 cents. Thank you for the humor, Tim. There's Brian. I did the IRS tool. It says deposited March 17th, but my Direct Express is not pending. So here is I love Brian's comment. So Brian is one of two scenarios. The two scenarios for the IRS tool are the following. Either the IRS tool shows no information or shows March 17th. What's happening with viewers is that those two situations are changing. From no information or March 17th, they're changing now to 24, 25, 26, and 27. So if you're a Brian situation where you have no information or you have March 17th, understand it's going to update itself. It's going to change from March 17th, which it says now for Brian, to something else like the 26th or the 24th. Give it a little bit more today, give it to tomorrow. It will update itself because it's not going to stay at March 17th. Thank you for a great comment, Brian. Let me see more comments. We love you, LA. Well, I appreciate that, Gail. There's Ashley. Happy Saturday. How are you, Ashley? Okay, so Tina asked a question about this piece of paper from IRS. Let me respond to this because I have gotten that comment here and there. I thought it's sort of obvious. Sometimes I don't know when things are obvious or not obvious. Ooh, I went out of focus there. Let me respond to Tina's question. Tina raises this IRS letter that people get about their stimulus check. Let me explain what that letter is. After you got your second stimulus check, you will get a letter from IRS saying, hi, I sent you a second stimulus check of $600. I want to make sure you got it. If you didn't get it, these are the things you can do to go get it. Now, people got that letter weeks and weeks and weeks after they got their $600, and they freaked out because they're like, oh, what does this mean? What is it referring to? It's referring to the second one. The way they have to officially do it is officially say to you, hi, I sent you a check. What they do for purposes of convenience is get you the check first and then send you the letter later. So people are getting the checks like, thank you for the $600. And they go cash the check. And then 5 weeks later shows up a letter saying, I sent you money. You sent me money? Yeah, well, don't you remember? Oh, that check. It's like 1,000 years ago. So yeah, and guess what? When you get the third stimulus check of $1,400, around, I would say probably May, you'll get a letter saying, hi, I sent you a check. Did you get it? What are they referring to? Are they talking about that thing from March, the $1,400? What? That's weird. That's what happens. That's what it's referring to. So Thank you for that great question. Let me see more of the questions. I didn't get a letter. Well, you can't track the letter. There's no track my letter tracker tool. Let's see. My daughter and her husband got the first one by check. They didn't get a second one, and now they got theirs direct deposited. Oh my goodness. So do you see Margaret's comments? Thank you, Margaret, for the great comment. The first stimulus paper didn't get second, and now third shows up by direct deposit. Well, currently, you need to do that 2020 return to request that missing stimulus check. But thank you for your great comments. What about people who say it says not enough information? Yes, if you're just joining me, Natasha, if your IRS tool says not enough information, it's switching from not enough information to March 24, March 25, March 26, March 27. The tool is updating itself. Meantime, for some people, it will continue to say no information because it doesn't like the way you're typing the address in. It doesn't like the abbreviation or something about it. There are apps and websites you can go to get the official way your address is typed for purpose of the post office. And that might help before you type it in. Things like abbreviations and north and south, those type of things. I got a letter for my second stimulus check. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Elliot. I appreciate that, Natasha. The tool doesn't recognize me, even though they sent me a letter last week. So the letter says Alicia. So the letter you would have got last week is about the second stimulus check, not the third one, I assume. There's Dawn. Let me see. That first one and second one came on time. The last one is missing in action, says Lady. Thank you for your comment. And meantime, the president has a lot to do next week. And that stuff that he has to do starts with all these executive orders. The president has been on this road tour, help us here road tour. But as he gets back to Washington, he has a lot to do. He has an eviction moratorium about to expire. He has to get forced stimulus getting ready. He has a student loan debt forgiveness, which gets a push from Elizabeth Warren and Chuck Schumer every 2 weeks. Well, guess what? That 2 weeks is coming up next week. Let's hear again what Elizabeth Warren said recently about the need to do this student loan debt forgiveness by executive order ASAP.
People who aren't moving out from their parents' homes, lots of people who aren't buying their own homes, and one of the other things the data shows, lots of people who are not starting their own businesses. And all of those things hold back our economy. And I make that point because I'm sure there are lots of folks who are on this call tonight who don't have student loan debt. But here's the deal. Even if you don't have student loan debt, you will be helped by seeing student loan debt canceled because it will help our economy. This is one of those things that doesn't have to go through Congress. The authority is already there in law for the president and his team, the administration, the Secretary of Education, to cancel out this student loan debt. And President Obama used it to cancel some student loan debt. President Trump used it to cancel some student loan debt. I want to see President Biden use it. If he would cancel $50,000 in student loan debt, it would make an enormous difference in the lives of tens of millions of Americans and help build our entire nation a stronger future.
Meantime, last night, the president released this video when he spoke to a person on disability. Ironically, during the video, the person spoke about how cost of living continues to go up, but her benefits does not go up. The president did not address it, but clearly it resonates, SSI and SSDI, how you need a new benchmark of CPIE, not COLA. During this message, the president's incredible recording, which I really greatly love, showed that people on disabilities are getting stimulus checks, a message often not delivered. Let's hear the final part of this recording from yesterday.
I was able to talk to you, but I'm happy I'm here.
Well,
They just have enough money to cover the rent or they cover food. It can't be both.
This act we pass is going to get them both.
And we're looking forward to that.
It's such an honor to have met you.
Thank you. It's an honor to have met you.
I hope I get to see you in person one of these days. Tell your husband I said thank you for his service.
I certainly will.
And thank you for watching Afternoons LATE. It's a big day with a lot of big updates. The president went to Georgia. The week started with the Federal Reserve saying that it's supporting this economy, even though there's concerns about inflation and the 10-year Treasury note going to 1.7 on Friday. The president urging that we now go to 200 million vaccinations in 100 days, not 100 million, as the variant continues to spread. The White House's communications director telling Americans that stimulus is on its way. But meantime, the questions around the clock are where and when. I'll be tracking the stimulus for you tonight on Evenings LALATE as we go into the early evening. I hope you join me at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and that's 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Meantime, if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I don't want you to miss a single day of video today. Also, like this video if this video was helpful for you, informative, fun, and interactive. I enjoyed your great comments and questions in this video. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your updates through the day. Your updates is what delivered the news today. Your information, you're staying on top of the situation, tracking your stimulus on the tool, on your apps, on your bank website, and also on the Direct Express card, gave the updates for other viewers as well. So I deeply appreciate your updates as well. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. I'll see you tonight as Evenings LA gets underway tonight on this channel. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay with LA for more.